Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another How to Shiny Hunt guide. Today, we're doing Larvitar, or Tyranitar. Such an amazing, pseudo-legendary, if I'm not mistaken, great Pokemon. Alright, things you're going to need. Um, First, most importantly, this hunt is locked behind completing your Pokédex. Not the Johto Pokédex, the entire international Pokédex. Um, So you'll be flying to Mount Silver, um, or adventuring to it if it's your first time. But yes, this is a late game thing. It's not accessible to the faint of heart. Um, Doing your decks isn't particularly hard if you just have the access to the internet and a lot of time on your hands. It's pretty accessible. I shouldn't say it's late game, but most people that have access to this are quite late game. You've got a few money making methods. You've probably got a shiny already, stuff like that. Like just things that you're at the least you're a mid game player. You've completed all the storylines to access all the Pokemon. But yeah, another thing you're gonna want is a cute charm Pokemon. I use this evolution of Skitty. It's not the best. You don't need the best. Just something close to level 100 is always going to be good enough. But yeah, you want cute charm and a male Pokemon. Melodic, low punny, skitty. Those are all Pokemon with cute charm. You want a male as you're 15% more likely to get a female Pokemon in an encounter by using cute charm. And it's very important that you do that because breeding your shiny requires it to be female. So if you wanted to breed up your shiny and be powerful, which is something you're going to want to do with the Tyranitar, it's a really cool Pokemon. You do want it to be female to maintain the OT, the original trainer tag on it. Now, if you do get a male, just breed it with a Ditto. This is one that is worth it, and make sure you tick female. It is very much worth it. But yeah, you have a Skitty, a sweet scent Pokemon. This is a sweet scent hunt, and you're definitely going to be using Lepa berries, so it's a bit more expensive. Um, there's a few reasons it's expensive. I'll go into that a bit later. But yeah, sweet scent Pokemon and lots of Lepa berries to replenish sweet scent. You could buy a sweet scent Ocarina if you want to fully flesh out your team for the encounter. But yeah, I'll move on to what else I use. I also use a defensive tank, a not a special attack tank, but a defensive tank. And mine is not perfect. It only has HP and defense. It doesn't have a max attack stat, a max speed stat, and it doesn't have max special defense. But this is good enough for this. I can say that for sure. Now I did max HP and defense, of course. Oh, 6 into special attack. I need to change that. I was like, I only saw zeros there. I'm pretty dumb. But yeah. Also, you're gonna want a special defense tank if you can. If you can, you won't need it. The Arcanine was strong enough for me to get a Larvitar. But yeah, I do have a special defense just because. And the reason for that is you don't need a catching Pokemon. The Larvitars learn Thrash, which has a chance of making the Pokemon confused. And if you have a confused Pokemon, it's going to hit itself. So don't bring a catching Pokemon. There's no point. Unless you want to paralyze or sleep the Pokemon for an easier catch. Those are valid. But do not false swipe it. Please. Please don't. That would be awful. And now another thing that you're going to need is a damp Pokemon. Uh, Pokemon with damp. In case you get a Graveler Horde with a shiny in it. Now, this damp Pokemon is not good enough. You do want a level 100. And you probably want it to have better IVs than this guy has. It needs to survive a Graveler Horde. This is not adequate at all. But for the example, I do have damp here. You want that because that's one of the phases here is Graveler. Now that should be it. I do have this Tyranitar, just another strong guy. I'm only using him to show off how amazing Tyranitar is. It's really cool. But yeah. Okay. So where you want to go is Mount Silver, and then you go left and into this cave. Now, I had trouble figuring out this spot. I do have to send a special big thanks to the player and Twitch chatter of mine, Justabrownie. They really helped me figure out this spot. I was using Gemini, and Gemini was just confusing me. It didn't know what to say. But yeah, don't just skip ahead in the video. Do watch where I'm going. Is this it? Oh, it is. Oh, I'm confusing it with a bit further. But yeah. Now, I'm gonna warn you, this hunt is not for the faint of heart. I met a guy that was dressed like Indiana Jones. Really cool guy. He told me that he phased 16 times. He got 16 onyxes on this hunt. I think that's pretty much as bad as it can get. You're probably not going to get much more than that, but this is a rough hunt. It is a really rough hunt. Not for the faint of heart. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say. Yeah, just follow along, going this way. Once you know the route, it's quite easy. You just need to do it a few times. And go up here. And up here. Oh, since you're not false swiping, I do suggest you bring a lot of timer balls. And dusk balls. Dusk balls because we're in a cave. And you're very likely to get the Pokemon if you're using dusk balls and timer balls. It's very unlikely that it thrashes so much, it's so confused that it dies. But just in case, don't just bring Ultra Balls, bring Timer Balls. Trust me, you probably want to sleep it if you can. I shouldn't have brought my Tyranitar. I should have brought my Breloom to put it to sleep. But honestly, it looks cool. Okay, when I first did this, when I was trying to record the video, I made a lot of mistakes, so I redid it. But it took like 4 minutes to get a Larvitar, a swarm. It's just crazy. So I'm going to show you me catching one to show you that my team is adequate, and that this is all you'll need. Probably want better moves on the Skitty. I need to do a better job at making my Pokemon more powerful. Yeah, let's pretend this one is the shiny. Now, Skitty can't actually kill this level 67, so I probably should have used that as the example. But yeah, I need to get my Skitty to level 100 and probably ask the person that gifted it to me to breed it up with Pokemon I buy. I'll supply the Pokemon, and we'll make a better Pokemon. Just for such events where you're hunting for something so rare and such a high level. That it is important. But the Skitty's already done its job. It's fine that it's dying. All I need to do is switch to my tank now. And honestly, I might spore the Larvitar for an easier catch. I'm definitely gonna do that. Okay, that one is not the shiny. This one is. Let's check what round we're on. We're on round 3. Okay, so I do want to use Dusk Balls at this point. Not Timer Balls. Alright. Okay, I'm going to switch to my Smeargle and sleep this guy. No false swiping. Don't false swipe. Please. Please do not false swipe. I know it's tempting. That's what you do with everything. This guy knows Thrash. He's not confused yet. Oh, he's confused. This is exactly what I was talking about. You need to be careful here. Yeah, I'm going to spore him. Okay, we're on round 6. So still Dusk Balls, I believe. Okay. I bought Dusk Balls. They're at the top, and I just... Yeah. Okay. 7. It's been asleep for 1 round. Okay, that was close. But yeah, at this point, you're able to click off the video. Thank you so much for watching. You should understand what you do at this point. If you don't, how did you find this video? It's hard to get this game. I didn't understand how to download the game. I had to get help. Of course, we all understood how to download the data files from our games that we already owned. And that's how we're playing this game together. Yep. Okay, still... No, he's not asleep. Okay. Luckily, there's no sleep clause in PvE. Thank God. Okay, so at this point, at this exact round, it is better to use timer rather than dream balls. Yeah, round 11 is when it switches from dream balls being the best to timer balls. So hopefully I catch it here. I only brought 15. I didn't want to spend too much. Pretty strapped for cash right now. There we go. I caught my shiny. Should be easy. Let's see how good this guy is. Lags. Ew. Can I release it? Can I release him? How did that guy release his shiny? There's a guy that releases shiny. Oh, I did not mean that. Okay. Well, that's it. We'll go outside. So there's no one around. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck hunting for your shiny Larvitar. I hope you get it. Good luck completing your decks if that's what you need to do. And I think that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Goodbye.